Okay. Hello, internets. My name's Johnny Womack, and of course I have
Duce, what's going on, man?
a lot's going on, Duce. This is our first official podcast live Twitch stream right now.
Put the thingy in the thingy.
Put the thingy in the thingy.
Yeah,
Yes. Technical terms, man.
it is. So, Duce, we have some special guests that people can't see. If you're watching the video version of this, everyone introduce yourselves.
I'm Johnny's wife,
The first lady of the happy hour herself.
Yeah.
Randy.
Who else we have?
I'm John,
Okay, John.
and
And I'm Lonnie, John's wife.
Everyone say hi on the.
Hi.
Yeah.
So this is going to definitely be a more unorthodox version of the show if you haven't figured it out.
Definitely.
Especially if you're watching live now, since it's the first time we've done a live Twitch stream. But like any episode of the happy hour with Johnny and Duce, we can't start unless we have an official Duce salute.
All right, here we go.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about, brother.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Do aluminum cans clink? I don't think they do.
They make noises.
I'm the only one with
I
a
just
high
clanked
note.
it on my mic there.
There you go.
So if people out there in video land or in patio land haven't figured it out, we've got a special theme for this week's episode.
We do.
And that theme would be, because it's February, a month that I dread and hate with all my body, it would be the Valentine's Day episode.
Yes.
So we're good enough to have Johnny and his wife, the first lady of Happy Hour, Brandy, with us, and we've got John and Lonnie with us. And I actually had some questions for you guys that I kind of wanted to bounce off you, just because the mere fact that, you know, you guys are all couples, and you all have kids, and you're gamers, but you juggle so many things, and I've got so many questions for you guys. And I'm just going to start off with just kind of a softball, if you will, for the first one, and I'm going to start with Brandy and John. How did you two meet?
We met at college in the music program. I majored in music, vocal performance. Do this, 'cause,
Yeah.
I knew that. So I majored in music and vocal performance, and Johnny, being a musician, he was just taking the classes for fun, just so he could, expand his knowledge. And we met in a music theory class, and really hit it off and started dating and got married like 5 years later, and then we've been together like 11 years total. So
Awesome. Well, same question to the two of you, of course, is how did you two meet?
go ahead.
We met off of the internet.
Hey, there ain't nothing, let me look out there at the internet. There ain't a goddamn thing wrong with that, let me tell you.
Basically, Lonnie here looked me out on MySpace, and
Oh, that's sort of the way back machine, back when it was MySpace.
yeah.
I did. I totally creeped his page and I added him. And I started leaving comments. He was in a band, and I was like, oh, this guy has a lot of followers. Let me just leave some comments on his page. Maybe I'll get his attention.
So has it come full circle now? Because now you're in a new band, which, by the way, go ahead and plug your band.
It's Noisera, is what it's called.
Cool.
Noisera.
And how do they find you, like on Twitter, Facebook?
Well, we used to play, my old band from way back then, we're talking about, we used to play shows with some of their people. So they looking for somebody, and they asked me. That's pretty much it, just from old acquaintances, I guess.
Cool. Now, do you guys got like an Instagram, a Twitter, a Facebook?
Yeah, we do. I actually don't know what it is off the top of my head. I can pull it out of
You can Google it, probably.
Nice.
So,
if you just search
go ahead and
actually,
spell it one more time for us.
Noisera.
And put that in the
We're on
search
Twitter.
of the Twitter machine and the
Instagram,
Googles.
Facebook.
We got our first comment, Duce.
What's that?
The internet is for porn.
Well,
Yes.
well, it looks like we know what everybody on the internet's doing at 8:44 on a Friday night. Well, so you guys had dated for a while before you got married,
Oh, yeah.
correct? And
Like almost 6 years.
cool.
That we dated before we got married.
Wow.
Yes, I am patient.
Not wrong with that.
No. And if you don't mind telling us, how many kids do you guys have?
We have 2 kids, boy and a girl. Our son Logan he'll be 5 on March 1st, so very soon. And then our daughter Elena just turned 2 on January 8th. So
No. John, Lonnie, same
Yes.
question. How many kids do you guys have?
3.
Wow. So you've won in the kid competition between the two of you guys.
No, I think they won.
Yeah, we stopped.
Yeah, they took a timeout. So
We're done now.
oh, are you?
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you want to get on, me and John have got a pact. We're going to vasectomy next year before the NCAA March Madness. And so if anybody out there runs a vasectomy clinic and wants to send us some pitches, we got a 2-for-1 special right here.
So it's a bisectomy. It'll be a trisectomy.
We do a
It's crazy.
trisectomy.
So,
Because I've already planned it out. I'm doing it the first week of the NCAA tournament because I can get the vasectomy done on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's games. So I'm going to be Vicodin crazy and Budweiser crazy all weekend and feel real good watching basketball, watching my bracket turn to absolute shit, and just have a good time.
My brother just had a vasectomy like
Did he?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It
How's
just
he doing?
Fine. He just
Fine?
went to work like 2 days
Are
later.
you,
Wow.
are you fucking kidding me? 2 days later, he's like, let's do it. Let's go back and
Yeah.
do shit.
I mean, nothing heavy or nothing big.
Yeah.
Well, we have our friend Marcus. Like he had his not.
They give
Not
you
that
the
long ago.
gotta get 30 out of the way.
I don't
speech.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel a little uncomfortable about it because
Yeah. Well,
he was awake too. He said they just
oh yeah,
spray it on there.
they spray it and then they
Yeah.
do it and like because a buddy of mine
Yeah, it's
told me the
like
same
it's
thing. Yeah.
very no big
Yeah.
deal type of thing. Like our friend
Like you're
Marcus
in and out and
has
out.
all
He's
the
like
time.
he's
I don't
like
like that
in
for a
2
while.
hours he said he was at home with 3 cases of beer and a bottle of Vicodin. And I was like, holy shit, really? And he's like, yeah, I was in and out that quick. And I'm like, well, if it's that quick, it's it can't be as bad a procedure as everybody makes it to
I'll
be.
probably make use of all my vacation.
Vacation
sick
time,
I
just
have.
blow it out. Yeah.
I'll take a week or 2 off.
Well, think about it. If you talk to your boss and you're like, dude, I'm getting my nuts cut on, he's probably going to be like, you know what? Take a week. Fuck it. Take 2.
Yeah.
So, I think that is totally the way I would go with that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, like we said, we talked about kids, we talked about relationships. All of you 4 in this room have to juggle. You've got to do a lot of juggling. How do you juggle everything?
Oh my
Hey,
god.
balance.
Johnny
Yeah.
juggles. Hey!
I don't know. It's
Kind of just happens now. It's kind of just a daily routine. It feels
Yeah.
like you just go with it. You're like, okay, kids, school, work, home, cook, clean, repeat.
Wow. See, and you got to understand those out there in listener land and Twitch land. I have no kids. I have never been married, so I don't understand any of this shit. Like, it's just fucking, it's neuroscience to me. I'm just like, what? So,
Kids,
yeah.
tiny humans. Holy shit!
I've got a pug, and worst case scenario, shit's on the floor. Like we can live through that. So, but holy cow! So basically, what you're saying is it's just a routine that you get in. Like, okay, the little one's got to get up at this time. I got to be at work at this time. And
Yeah.
you just kind of get in a routine every day.
Basically, it's determining. Okay, I have to be at my job by this time. So I know it takes this long to get to my job. Well, the kid has to be at the babysitter on time for me. So you just got to figure out your commute times and how much time you need to get ready in the morning. And then usually tack on like an extra 15-20 minutes for the oops, what's
Which is always happening.
yeah,
Always
kid, spilling their breakfast down your shirt or something like that.
traffic.
Need time to change, all that kind of stuff. So
An off the wall question, but from the non-couple in the room, does it ever get monotonous, or do you get in a rut of just this is? I'm doing the same shit every day. It's like Groundhog Day, and I'm Bill Murray, where it's the same thing every day.
I feel like that's going to happen with everything now, like your job.
Yeah.
Not just like having kids or even relationships just happen. It's like, oh.
Well, days kind of flow together. Like you're like, oh wait a minute, what day is it? Monday? And you're like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
seriously, last
it
week
is.
it was like I was like, oh, I thought it was like Tuesday. I was like, oh my god, it's Friday.
I know, because you do the same thing every single day, and you're just like,
especially for like with Johnny and I, we both have jobs where we work weekends.
Yeah.
So we don't have like a steady 5 days on and 2 days off. It's like days off are usually split. Like a Thursday and a Monday or something.
Oh, so you don't, with the two of y'all, not to get too deep into it, you don't even have 2 days off next to each other, like even Tuesday and Wednesday. It's like I get Tuesday and then maybe I get Friday off or just some weird.
We try to
mixture.
I get right now. like my schedule at work is dictated to me. I don't get to choose my schedule, which is a load of bullshit. But whatever. So right now they have actually dictated that I'm supposed to be off on Sundays and Mondays, which that actually works out because he's off on Johnny's off on Sundays. He's off on Sundays and Thursdays. So we do get Sundays off, and it's nice because the kids don't have to go to school, so we get a family day on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then we're pretty strict about the kids, with the exception of tonight. We're pretty strict about the kids going to bed like right at 8 o'clock. So like from 8 o'clock until the time we go to bed at midnight or 1 o'clock, then that's just husband wife time, doing whatever.
That's cool, and it sounds like you've got a set schedule of kind of like, and you're making time for yourselves, which I think is very, very important, because in any relationship, you've got to make sure that you've got time for the two of you.
That's a very, very good point.
I mean, trust me, I'm no goddamn Dr. Phil, but I can tell you, like, you need to put 3 or 4 hours a day in there for me and the wifey. We need to have some time together, because if not, it's going to fall apart.
It's super important. It's really important to have couple time, and I can't deny that. That's really important. But it's also really important to have individual, because I am I am Johnny's wife. Yes, I am my children's mother, but I'm still Brandy too. And so, I definitely,
you have to have an identity for yourself outside of all that, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and there'll be like Johnny and I are like, there's a lot of times like we're into watching like The Flash and Constantine and shows and sometimes video games, whatever. Like we'll sit there and we'll do that together. But then there's also plenty of nights where I'm just like, I just kind of want to chill out, do my own thing, dick around on the
Why don't you go play video games or whatever?
He plays a video game.
And I'll read my Vampire Diaries fanfic or whatever.
But yes, it is fanfic.
Yeah, I'm going to read my fanfic for a hot minute. You go play your video games.
You go ahead and play Destiny. I'll read my fanfic.
So, but no, that's cool, because I think you kind of hit the nail on the head on there, that you need to have a balance of everything, and you've got to balance it all out. And you've got to have an identity for yourself, along with, not I'm only Brandy the wife, Brandy the mother, but I'm still Brandy the person.
Yeah, you're still an individual. But what's nice about those nights, like what I'm talking about, where, he does his thing and I do my thing, we're still in the same room together. We still talk to each other. Excuse me. Because at any given time, I can look up and see what he's doing on the video game or whatever it is that he's doing, and like chime in, help.
Looking at your browser history.
Yeah. Chime in. No, like I can chime in, like if he's doing like a puzzle solving video game, like I'll break away and like help him solve the puzzle or whatever. So yeah, we still interact, even if we're kind of quote unquote doing our own thing. We're still interacting with each other. So that works out well. It's worked for us for like 11 years, so it seems to be a good system for us.